my name is Daniel Keith. I'm a practicing orthodontist in Bismarck, North Dakota, which was my hometown. I finished residency about 10 years ago, and I've been an AAO volunteer for about the past 6 years. I got involved with the American Association of Orthodontists, obviously first as a member, but always having an interest in volunteerism and basic leadership, and was able to serve as the Midwestern Society of Orthodontists member to CONDOM, which is the Council on New and Younger Members, and sort of use that to catapult into other volunteer roles within the AAO, within the House of Delegates, and just other committees as needed. It's volunteering in the AAO is truly, once you throw your hat in the ring, they'll never stop calling. But it's truly the most gracious group of people and some of the most rewarding work that I've been able to be a part of. So I'm really excited to be a member of DOS also for the past year, and excited to talk about it today.
Yeah, great. All right, so to start our Ask Me Anything, I have my jar of questions. All right, first question. What is your favorite song?
Ooh, I'm ashamed to admit it, but I'm a closet Backstreet Boys fan. And funny story, and again, I mean, it's not like anyone's watching this, right? But my wife and I have been dying to go to the Backstreet Boys concert for about the last 4 years. I'll say it was her bucket list, but maybe it was a shared bucket list. And then we literally just got the email about 4 days ago that it was postponed to 2022. So it was just a black cloud over our house for the entire day. But eclectic mix of music. But I always like to stay tuned to what the kiddos are listening to these days to at least come across as hip in the office.
Backstreet Boys, they are back.
They are back and better than ever.
All right. Another question. What would you do with 15 minutes of fame?
Oh, geez, that is a tough question. One of my boyhood wish was always to play on center court at Wimbledon. So as a kid growing up, which I quickly realized it was never going to happen, I wanted to be a professional tennis player. So I think if I could have one moment, it would be to walk through the gates at Wimbledon and see what it's like to have a full crowd to play tennis in front of.
Good. What is your favorite TV channel?
Ooh, my favorite TV show, or my favorite TV channel. I'm a diehard reality TV person, so guilty pleasure keeping up with Kardashians last season. It's embarrassing to admit that I know that, but I do. It started with Survivor as a boy growing up, and I think that got me hooked. I'll use the staff in the office as my excuse to being a Bachelor fan, and so my excuse is that I just want to be able to keep up with the water cooler conversation in the morning, but really I just enjoy watching it at nights.
It's all right. There's no shame in that. All right. What is your least favorite beverage?
Ooh, my least favorite beverage is probably water, and it's terrible to admit that, but sometimes caffeine gets us through the day, especially in long orthodontic days. So ears closed to all patients. I'm a closet diehard Diet Mountain Dew fan.
Oh, and no!
That is my absolute go-to.
Hope everyone walks away knowing about DOS, or Donated Orthodontic Services.
I think just the reward of volunteering and the reward of giving. We talk all the time in our profession, in that I truly believe that orthodontists are the most giving people, of any profession that's out there, or one of the most giving for sure. And just from the stories we've heard of people who've been through the DOS program or similar programs like that, is just how appreciative patients are. And sometimes they won't tell us that, but more often than not, we hear from these patients when they're through, and we've really changed their lives. And the beautiful part about it is not only hearing these stories right when treatment finishes, but 2 or 3 years later, hearing from not just the patient, but hearing from the parent. That's where you truly know you've made a difference, is when a parent comes back. Sometimes they're bringing another child. Sometimes you just run into them in the grocery store or wherever it might be, and they tell you, you know what, before my son or daughter came to see you, they were going through this, that, and the other in life. They were being bullied. They had no confidence. They didn't want to smile. And orthodontic treatment changed them. And for a lot of these patients, especially the ones going through DOS, is that without this program, without our providers, it wouldn't be possible. So we truly owe everything to our providers, but we also owe everything to our patients, to putting their trust in us and, willing to take a leap in, our profession and our abilities to truly change their lives. So the reward is far outweighs any benefit personally that we get.
For a superhero, what would your powers be?
I think it would be to hear conversations, because I always wonder what the patients or be inside somebody's head. I always wonder what the patients are thinking when we're sitting there working on them or talking to them about how great orthodontics is and how they're not going to feel any discomfort during treatment. It's going to be the easiest 2 years of their lives. I always wonder if they can see through us or what they're thinking as we're talking. So I think that would be what I'd really like to get inside the mind of others.
Statement you can complete. All right. When I dance, I look like...
Absolutely pathetic.
I won't make you dance. Why is donating orthodontic services or serving on the committee just important to you? Like giving back in general, why is it important to you?
Yeah, I think, being a committee member of DOS and just seeing everything that it's done is really one of the main reasons why all of us do this profession. And you hear the stories about kids having gone through the program, the successes, what it means to them, and just the ability to play a small role in helping to facilitate the DOS program has been something that's really meant a lot to me over the last year, getting to work with great people, and really the emphasis that the association has put on this program over the past year since you, Chelsea, have become involved and really given us great leadership to really give a focused effort on establishing DOS programs in all of the states and making sure that every child that wants treatment and that seeks out our program is paired with an orthodontist, no matter how much work it takes and no matter how many hoops you have to jump through. And seeing that match, and even though we as committee members don't maybe see the outcomes always of the cases or the internal emotions that go on with that match, knowing what's happening on the back end, because so many of us see it in our own offices, is really the reward. So getting to help meld patients with practices within our committee and within DOS has really been rewarding, and I'm just really excited to see what the program is going to do as we grow nationally and gain more providers.
All right, cake or pie?
Oh, that's cake, definitely.
Okay, would you rather climb a mountain or jump from a plane?
Oh, climb a mountain, most definitely. I still have a favorite movie, which was Point Break. Keanu Reeves and Patrick Swayze. Remember, he takes them up and they jump from the airplane. I've watched that movie probably 100 times, but my stomach turns every time I think about that. Like, even a hot air balloon scares the heck out of me. So send me north rather than south.
Yeah, for sure. A special thank you to Dr. Keith for serving on the DOS committee and for taking the time out to let us ask him anything. If you are interested in volunteering with the Donated Orthodontic Services program, don't hesitate. Contact us at dos@aaortho.org. If you are in need of assistance, please go to aaoinfo.org and select Donated Orthodontic Services under the Treatment Options menu. Until next time, thanks for watching.